What is the truth of suffering? These words compel humanity to confront life's challenges. Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, embarked on a quest transcending time and culture. In a society bound by caste and status, where wealth overshadowed the spirit, he sought a truth hidden beneath suffering. While ancient India was rich in spiritual inquiry, it was also marked by illness, decay, and mortality. From his royal privilege, Siddhartha observed the tribulations of the less fortunate, realizing that wealth could not shield him from suffering. At the heart of Siddhartha's journey was a growing discontent. The luxurious palace couldn't satisfy his deeper questions. During a fateful outing, he encountered an old man, a sick person, and a corpse. These moments shattered his sheltered existence, revealing life's transient nature and the grip of suffering. This awakening propelled him beyond the confines of his gilded cage. Siddhartha's search for enlightenment became a rebellion against societal constraints, an exploration of the human condition. He sought to understand sorrow's root causes, propelled by an insatiable thirst for truth. He would no longer be a spectator but a participant in the great search for meaning. As he prepared to leave his princely life, Siddhartha faced inner turmoil. His decision to renounce luxury would ripple through the lives of his loved ones, challenging duty and desire. Yet, he felt a calling to explore the depths of human experience and seek liberation from suffering. This choice would lead him to timeless wisdom. Stepping beyond the palace walls, Siddhartha saw the world as a vivid tapestry of beauty and decay. The streets of Kapilavastu, bustling with merchants hawking their wares, were filled with the cacophony of bartering voices, laughter of children, and the gentle lullabies sung by mothers to their infants. Yet, beneath this vibrant facade loomed inevitable truths, suffering, grief, and the passage of time. One sun-scorched day, Siddhartha saw an old man, frail and bowed by the weight of years, his once vibrant eyes now clouded with sadness and resignation. The sight ignited profound sadness within him. How could life, full of energy and vibrancy, lead to such frailty? Next, he encountered a sick man, skin drawn tight over his bones, struggling with each labored breath, caught in a desperate battle against an invisible enemy. Siddhartha's heart ached at the sight. The man's suffering resonated deeply with him, igniting a flame of empathy that both frightened and compelled him. Finally, he witnessed a lifeless body carried away, shrouded in a simple cloth, mourned by a grieving crowd that wailed in despair. The reality of death struck him with tremendous force, prompting questions about existence and suffering that echoed through his mind like a relentless storm. Returning to the palace, where delicacies and luxury surrounded him, Siddhartha felt transformed. The laughter of courtiers and lavish feasts lost their appeal, becoming mere echoes in the vast chasm of his newfound awareness. A yearning for understanding filled him, igniting a tumultuous struggle between the allure of indulgence and the grim truths he could no longer ignore. This inner conflict drove Siddhartha to seek answers, embracing discomfort in pursuit of wisdom. He began to contemplate the ascetics living in extreme austerity, their gaunt forms bearing witness to their unyielding quest for enlightenment. These sages, clad in tattered robes and blessed with sunken cheeks, seemed to possess an otherworldly strength, a magnetism that drew Siddhartha close. Thus, he resolved to leave the palace, abandoning all he knew for the uncertainty of the wilderness. That night marked the beginning of Siddhartha's transformation. He shed his royal garments, the soft silks that had caressed his skin, and stepped into the unknown, his bare feet meeting the cool earth for the first time. Each step freed him from the chains of duty, replacing them with the exhilarating weight of purpose. He understood that true enlightenment arises from understanding and transcending suffering. As he wandered through dense forests and barren fields, Siddhartha faced countless trials testing his resolve. He engaged in extreme ascetic practices, enduring hunger and self-inflicted pain, believing that self-denial would lead him to the coveted state of enlightenment. His frame grew gaunt as he fasted for days, meditating under the blistering sun, his body becoming a temple of suffering in pursuit of a higher truth. The scorching heat felt like a furnace against his skin, yet he persevered, driven by the conviction that enlightenment was just beyond reach, waiting for those who were willing to sacrifice everything. After 6 grueling years, Siddhartha found himself weak, emaciated, and disillusioned. The methods that had once seemed so promising now left him feeling hollow and lost, questioning the very foundation of his beliefs. In a moment of clarity, he sat beside a tranquil river, the gentle flow of water contrasting sharply with the tumult within him. He realized that enlightenment could not be found through extremes or mere denial of bodily needs. It struck him that balance was the key. This realization birthed the concept of the middle way, a balanced approach harmonizing pleasure and pain, indulgence and self-denial. This profound revelation defined his path forward. Eventually, he sat beneath the Bodhi tree, a magnificent fig tree that stood tall and unwavering, its roots reaching deep into the earth as if it drew stability from the very core of the planet. Vowing to remain there until achieving enlightenment, he entered a deep state of meditation, facing temptations from Mara, the demon of illusion, who sought to distract him from his purpose. The air around him crackled with tension as Mara unleashed an army of fears and desires. Visions of Siddhartha's former life, of riches and pleasures, danced before his eyes, enticing him to abandon his quest. Doubts whispered in his ears, echoing the voices of those who had once loved him, who warned of the dangers of his solitary quest. Yet, Siddhartha remained steadfast, anchored by his conviction that suffering could not be ignored nor escaped but understood and transcended. On the night of the full moon, under a sky adorned with dazzling stars, Siddhartha awakened to the truth of existence. He experienced a profound understanding. The nature of suffering and the path to liberation became clear, like the dawn breaking over a long, dark night. In that instant, he became the Buddha, the awakened one, destined to share his insights with the world. His teachings, Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, became a beacon of hope for others seeking relief from suffering. With clarity of mind, he articulated the first noble truth, that suffering is inherent to life. It permeates our existence like a shadow that follows us relentlessly. The second noble truth reveals that our attachment to desires, the longing for what we do not have, perpetuates our anguish and leads us in a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction. Recognizing this allows us to begin unraveling the tangled threads of suffering. The Eightfold Path, right understanding, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration, provides a comprehensive guide for living with compassion and wisdom. It is a holistic approach, addressing not only individual journeys toward enlightenment but also promoting social harmony. Each aspect of the path interweaves with the others, creating a tapestry of noble living that encourages self-reflection and growth. In modern times, the Buddha's principles resonate profoundly with those facing chaos in their lives. The practice of mindfulness has become a crucial tool in mental health practices, helping individuals cultivate awareness of their thoughts and emotions, reflecting a quest for inner peace and understanding amid the clamor of modern existence. Buddhism has inspired social movements that advocate for compassion, non-violence, and the pursuit of justice, offering insights into the human condition that invite exploration of our inner landscapes. As we reflect on the Buddha's life and teachings, we must consider their relevance in our own lives. Are we trapped in suffering, clinging to desires that lead to discontent? How can we incorporate the middle way into our daily routines, avoiding the extremes that often characterize contemporary life? By embracing mindfulness and compassion, we can transform our suffering into wisdom, contributing to a more compassionate world. Let us walk the path with awareness, knowing each step forward is a step toward liberation. Through the lens of the Buddha's teachings, we can find solace in the knowledge that while suffering is a shared human experience, we hold the power to alleviate it through our actions, thoughts, and intentions.